Hi Sagittarius, this is your forecast for the month of August 2016. This is a general reading for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, or Sagittarius Moon. If you have a different rising or moon sign, you might find watching those videos helpful as well. Please remember that these are general readings, and so they may not apply to everyone. If you would like a reading that is specific to you, please visit my website at thealchemistastrologer.com, provided on the link at the upper corner. If you have visited the site before, please clear your browser's cache to allow the appointment button to function properly. So, Sagittarius, you have the Wheel of Fortune the first week, and this card has a strong tie to Jupiter, your ruler. So there could be changes for the better in the wind. Maybe you're getting some good luck. Maybe there's an advancement of some sort and an opportunity that you were seeking. But there are important developments this week. And so you're probably ending one thing and starting something else. Maybe this is a week where you're taking a risk, a gamble. Maybe you're playing a game of chance. For some of you, this is going to be very mundane. Something perhaps to do with your car or your tires. But this week, this fresh outlook on life is the ticket to your success. So your thinking, your attitude, how you act, this is going to generate some instant karma for you that's going to immediately change the course of some of the things that have been unresolved for you or in limbo or hanging in the balance. Now, for some of you, if you've had any financial problems or situations that you've been grappling with, this is going to work to strengthen your emotional resolve to handle that. And vice versa, if you've been having some emotional issues that have come up, it's going to strengthen your determination to solidify your finances. So this could be a week where perhaps something you've done in the past, a choice you made, a decision where you thought, oh, that wasn't the best thing to do, it actually turns out to be a lucky move for you that pushes you toward a victory or a goal you were hoping for. But this week you'll have to go beyond what you expect of yourself, above and beyond. And you're going to be very willing to do that, maybe even more than your fair share. And this is going to tip the scales in your favor and give you a greater chance at success. So this could be a week, this is a card of change. So maybe you're making some changes and you're trying to make some improvements, some changes that will make life better for you than you had even hoped. So you're going to call on your personal strength, and it's going to be easier for you to meet any obstacles, to win against any problems. Now, be careful of not being open to new possibilities and new opportunities that come your way based on your past experiences. There may be luck running through a situation that you're taking for granted. It may seem small, it may seem insignificant, but luck is definitely working through situations on your behalf. And if there is something that comes up, some situation, a matter, something to do with something that you had hoped, if it doesn't go your way, know that this really in the end is going to turn out to be a blessing in disguise. You may not see it as of yet, but ultimately that is the case. Now make sure though that you're not being impatient or you're just hell-bent on things going your way, because you could be overlooking some good suggestions or some constructive criticism that may help you. Whatever you're facing this week, your confidence is either going to be tested in some way or rewarded. So be careful of expecting either too much or too little from circumstances as well as yourself, because the wheel always turns and it can go either way. Now, the second week you have the Hermit. And so this could be a week where you actually take a little time out and do some inner work. Maybe you're reflecting on some things, maybe the changes that have taken place, or maybe you're withdrawing a little bit because you need to figure some things out. Maybe you're looking for some advice. Now, some of you may be seeking advice regarding your finances. Maybe you are doing some study, or you're having contact with educational institutions, teachers, advisors, mentors, guides, something of that sort. But also know that, again, this is another very karmic card, and that karma is working through whatever circumstance you're involved with to help you wrap things up, to tie up those loose ends, things that you haven't wanted to face and that you've been avoiding. And so circumstances are going to come about this week that are going to challenge your previous beliefs and open you up to some bigger and better understanding. And these things may be surprising to you, but you're going to gain a greater sense of awareness because of it. Now, this card offers you additional spiritual protection. So even if you're dealing with something that's stressful, or you feel like you've hit some kind of crisis, maybe the wheel turned, in a negative way for you. But this is going to protect you on some level. It's going to be very important this week for you to listen. All of your knowledge, your information, your greater understanding is going to come from observation and listening. So listen to what people are saying to you, but more importantly, observe how they're acting and if the two are indeed matching. This is going to be a week where you need to rely on your common sense and not so much on others to keep their word, because they may disappoint you. So listen to that inner voice, because if you rely on that, it'll give you the ability to make better choices and decisions that are best for you and to help you achieve what it is you hope to. Because you have gained some wisdom, some things have come to light for you, this is going to be a week where you're able to really step back from matters and sort of take a very philosophical or intellectual approach in order to make your plans to move ahead. So getting to seeing things, bringing the light to things, seeing things as they really are, shining a light on the truth about yourself, about other people. This is going to help you realign your goals in order to move ahead more quickly. Some of you may be withdrawing, and maybe you're deciding that you're going to keep your distance from certain people. Maybe you're just waiting on something. You're biding your time. And you may find that when the light goes on in one area of your life, that you focus on that, and in doing so, you neglect other areas of your life, and you lose track or you're not in touch with something, and you're not keeping up with everything that you need to focus on. So it could be some of you are deeply focused and intent on taking care of one area of your life, and there are other things that you're missing out on or that you need to attend to. Some of you may feel the need to go out of your way even to push some buttons or provoke some controversy or create a showdown of some sort. But I suggest that you not do that, because unfortunately, this is going to be a battle that you won't win. And you may also discover that you don't know as much as you thought about a situation. So this is a week where you need to be very logical and guard against being irrational. So the third week you have the Two of Wands. And so many of you are looking to the future. Maybe, you have a lot. You've gained a lot. Maybe some of you are feeling as if you've got the world in your hands, and yet some element is still missing, and you're looking for that. Some of you may be involved in some kind of negotiations. Maybe you're waiting on an answer for something. Others of you are reviewing your finances. Maybe you're involved in a business of some sort. You're some enterprise, but you're looking at the big picture of things. But this is a time, again, now last week you had the card that talked about some information coming through and gaining some knowledge, shedding some light on some things. And so you were advised to be practical and logical rather than irrational. So this is a week where you need to be very realistic as well. Be down to earth, not idealistic, because some opportunities are going to present for you, and you're going to need to think carefully before you move through that doorway of opportunity. So there could be some things that happen for you on the job, at work, that are going to give you an opportunity to improve some things and make some changes in your life, changes that you want. Now, after you do this review, if you think carefully, you may decide this is not something that you want. This is an opening for you, and you have the blessing of those around you to either move forward, to prove a point in some way, or to remove yourself, if you should so choose, from a situation, a job, or a relationship. This is a week where you're going to acutely feel your attachment to something, whether that's more so or whether you feel that will lessen. Some of you may be standing at this doorway of opportunity because you feel some self-doubt, and it's causing you to procrastinate and not move forward. Some of that could be due to you don't quite fully believe in yourself, or you're not getting the support that you need from the people around you. But make sure that you listen to your own instincts, listen to your gut. If last week you were paying attention to people and you noticed that they didn't follow through on what they said, their actions weren't aligning with their words, you should be trusting your own gut instincts, because this hesitation or indecision can leave you open to be manipulated by other people. This is also a card that's urging you to make sure you get your facts straight before you make a decision, because you could very possibly be making decisions based on an assumption. Now, the last week of August, you have the Nine of Cups. So perhaps you were reviewing some information, something came to light, you were looking an opportunity over, and maybe you've decided to take it. Maybe you're happy with it. This is the card of wish fulfillment. Some of you are happy because of something material that has happened for you, or there's some emotional contentment. But this is a card about pleasure, gratification on some level. So this week, it's going to be easier for you. Again, you had an opportunity to review. So it's going to be very easy this week, after you've gone over everything, to decide whether you indeed want to take that opportunity or not. It's going to be easier for you to make that choice either way. Now, this card, always urges you to be careful of what you wish for, because there could be the truth of something, or there could be consequences connected to what you're wishing for that may be more challenging for you, or may be more than you're prepared to handle. This is a card of excess, so there could be too much of something. On the positive, though, this is a week where it's going to be very easy for you to get what you want without a whole lot of effort, without a lot of resistance. And so you could very well get a better deal on something, a bigger raise, a better job, some kind of a promotion. And maybe, taking the time to carefully go over the facts after you have this information that's come to you, or that you take a closer look. Maybe this is what enables you to make a better choice in order to get what's best. For some of you, you're going to be tempted, though. You want something so badly, perhaps, that it's going to be challenging for you to uphold your integrity, your ethics in light of a temptation. But just know that something you get this week, it's possible that it may not be quite what you expected. It may not be as much, or it may be delayed. But this is going to be because you were being self-indulgent and you were overestimating in some way, whether that's other people, a situation, or even yourself. So the underlying energy is the King of Wands. Now this could very well be you. This is a fire sign: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. Or it could just be that traits connected to this king are involved in the situation. But this is a king who is a decisive leader. He wants to take control of things. Maybe this is somebody that can help you financially in some way. Maybe this is, if you have contact with authority figures in connection to your finances or some goal that you're trying to make happen, it could very well go better than you expected for you this month. Now, for some of you, though, if the wheel tipped the wrong way for you, it may be more difficult for you to gain control of a situation, or even to gain control of your temper. In which case, any kind of dealings that you have with authority figures, bosses, superiors, those are going to be counterproductive. But this is a card about taking control, and your intuition is going to be enhanced, your intensity, your passion, everything you care about. You're driven to succeed with regard to that. And so this is a month where you're either going to be fearless in pursuing your goals, pioneering in your efforts, or you're just simply going to be acting rashly and impulsively. This seems to be some kind of matter where there's a connection to the past that's still influencing what's happening for you presently in this month. So there could be issues about taking control of your finances, any opportunities that have presented, and doing this review. And perhaps some connection, if this king is not you, some connection with another person who holds these traits. But there's definitely a review this month. Now, some of you, maybe you're doing a review of your health. You're making some changes in your health. Maybe you feel like you've been excessive, maybe indulging a little bit too much, and you want to take control of that. Some of you are looking over your finances, and so you're deciding, you want to take control of any business opportunities that are coming your way. Others of you may be making some changes with regard to school or your education. But this is a month of making decisions to move forward, and it looks promising, I must say. All right, Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading. And one thing I'd like to say before I close is a big thank you for you helping me make the 100 subscriber mark. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Keep those subscriptions coming, your likes, and your kind comments. I hope you have an amazing August, and I look forward to speaking with you next month.